Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series presented by World of Thunder Racing League. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. We may be joined by Jesse Pate later on, but as we get set for qualifying here tonight, we'll bring up the timing and scoring on the right hand side of your screen. We've just got to wait for the drivers to go out there and do some lap times, and then we are set here for the DirtFan.com Pro Late Models. We hope you enjoy the coverage as we are now joined by Jesse Pate. Jesse, welcome back to the Ultimate Dirt TV booth. You've had a couple of weeks off and now you're back once again.
Hi, nice to be back, Brett. Sorry, just a little late there getting into the casting booth here. Super nice to be back with here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Looking forward to some good racing. Just got done watching one good race earlier this afternoon. A lot of talented drivers here at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yes, we are here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Ronald Piles on screen in car number 68. Again, these drivers have just one lap to get around here, and we'll see where Ronald Piles as they all try and track down Blake Majulis with a 15.611. Ronald Piles waiting for his time to come through. Looks like it's no time. Corey Wenzel.
Yeah, looking at Carl Kilgore up with a 15.655, so close second, but not quite good.
Corey Wenzel in the True Speed Motorsports 888 machine. He streams on Twitch. Been doing it for quite some time as Corey Wenzel. Lap number 1 is about to come through here, and you can see down the bottom left there's it should bring up the times here in just a second when it does. 15.611 still for Blake Majulis. Qualifying wrapping up here. 41 cars, make that 42 cars have taken a time, and Corey Wenzel not going to get a lap time in. So we'll bring up the qualifying results. Let's take a look here. Gavin Collins goes quick time with a 15.583.
Wow, last minute there, getting up on top. Good job, Collins.
You go back and take a look at the names of like Dylan Fox, who was nearly a 10th off the pace. But there we go, heat race number 1. Cars making their way out onto the racetrack right now, as we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Gavin Collins and Tyler Batten will start out of positions 1 and 2. Bryson Banks, Andrew Hawkins out of positions 3 and 4. Eric Tupper lines up out of position number 5. Steve Robbins out of position number 6. Russell Berry lines up out of position 7. Brad Dove out of position number 8. Then you go back to Eddie Holden in 9th. And Jennifer Honst in the American Central Transport number 9 machine will start position number 10.
Yeah, very stacked field here for our first heat race. 1 of 5, I believe. And we've got how many transfer spots, Brett?
It should be the top 3.
Yeah, looking like it. And so those first 5 races we got tonight, no cautions on those. It'll just be green flag racing.
Heat race number 1 here of the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series presented by World of Thunder Racing League. It's the first of 3 more to come. Here tonight we'll have the Super Late Model National Series in about 2 hours time, and then 4 hours time it will be the 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. Yes, all here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. Then to finish up on Ultimate Dirt TV, we will head over to Lernerville Speedway for Wings Only Racing 360 Sprint Cars. We get set here, heat race number 1. Gavin Collins will lead the field off turn number 4 as Tyler Batten, as he tries to make something happen now on the top side of the racetrack. Then you go back to Bryson Banks working the inside. Not going to happen as the top 3 going to go straight to the main event, as here comes Tyler Batten now down low into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, I'm watching Eric Tupper on that low line there with Andrew Hawkins. Hawkins had a little bit of internet issues earlier tonight, so I think he's gotten those squared away and he's running really clean. Looks like maybe not up into the wall there as we got our first incident of the night coming out here between those two. Was that Hawkins and Robbins? Yeah, Steve Robbins in the 073 machine getting caught up into the wall there.
Alright, so your top two breaking away from the rest of the field. Bryson Banks trying to work upstairs into turn number 3 and 4. Again, you need to be inside this top 3 as everybody else, just keeping a bit of social distancing on the racetrack and not where you want to see the social distancing. Right now, Gavin Collins holds about a car length advantage over Tyler Batten down into turn number 3 and 4. It'll be 4 down this time by with 4 laps left to run.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like there's a little bit of a battle shaping up here for the 5th spot. So that'd be a starting position in the feature or in the B mains there. Looks like we got Russell Berry taking it to Hawkins here. Hawkins holding on to that 5th spot, just trying to secure a better starting position. But Collins and Batten going at it now for the lead. Batten on the inside throwing a slider on Collins. Is he going to be able to make it stick? No. Collins back up into the lead going into turn 3.
Yeah, good battle now for the race leaders, Collins and Batten. It's still Gavin Collins out in front, just now needs 2 more circuits away from putting himself in a top 3 row starting position for tonight's main event. As Tyler Batten, what can he do in that number 21 machine? They'll race off turn number 4 and the white flag is out. Now the battle is starting to heat up for positions number 3 and 4. Eric Tupper closing in there on Bryson Banks just on screen right now, but with just 2 more turns to go, it'll be into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Check and flag at the ready. Gavin Collins, he will just hang on over Tyler Batten. Second will go to Tyler Batten. Gavin Collins, Tyler Batten, Bryson Banks, your top 3. Eric Tupper home in 4th, and rounding out the top 5 is going to be Andrew Hawkins, and we will bring the results up for heat race number 1 here on screen. Gavin Collins, Tyler Batten, Bryson Banks, Eric Tupper, Andrew Hawkins, at Russell Berry, Eddie Holden, Brad Dove, Jennifer Hons, and Steve Robbins. Your top 10 heat race number 2. Jesse, cars making their way onto the racetrack, and let's take a look at our starting grid.
Yeah, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid is going to be Blake Majula starting pole in the 127 machine with William Yeager to his outside in the 48 machine. Chad Combs in the 09 machine in 3rd position with Alex Smulders in the 211 machine in 4th position. 3rd row is going to be Terrell Payne in the 51 with Isaac Kimmerer in the 39 machine to his outside, and Brett Dysart in the 13 with J.D. Baker in the 14 to his outside. In the final row in the 9th spot is going to be Kendall Tucker in the 00 machine.
All right, looks like it's going to be the 9 cars. Tyler Berry did not grid here for the 2nd heat race of the night, and couple of drivers to keep an eye on, of course. Kendall Tucker coming from position number 9. We'll see how far forward he can get. Keep an eye on, I believe that is Spencer Smulders in the 211 machine. It's not Alex, I believe it is Spencer. And of course Blake Majula as well. Realistically, he really should run away with this one.
Yeah, Tucker, looking at the results page here, 15.4 in practice, no time in qualifying. He was actually the fastest. He was the fastest guy that didn't set a time in qualifying. So we'll see if he can get something out of this race, starting from the back. All right, and Blake Majulis on the loud pedal leading him to the green flag. We've got Yeager in 2nd and Combs in 3rd off the line. Smulders, Payne, and Tucker leading back the field as they go 3 wide into turn 3, and I was on the inside. Sorry, my timing is all messed up here. Go ahead, Brett.
Chad Combs in the 09 machine now. Smulders now looking to put the move here on Yeager for 2nd. Yeager gets out of it. Here comes Combs up on the inside. Now Combs will take position 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Look who is not far away from a transfer spot in that 00. The Swindell Speeder. That's the blue and white machine. Work up on the top side of the racetrack. That's Kendall Tucker. In front of, behind him is Terrell Payne in the 51 machine. And right now, it's Chad Combs and Kendall Tucker. They'll race side by side down through turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's right. Chad Combs and Kendall Tucker, they're going at it as they go 2 by 2 into turns into the back stretch here. The 28 machine, the 211 machine of Alex Smulders, so they're on the bottom line in P2. Yeager taking it to his inside there, trying to make something happen on that low line. Looks like he's going to do a slide job off, and yeah, Smolder's going to get him back on the back line on that back stretch, and Kendall Tucker there on the inside.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker just putting out a 2 for the price of 1. Slide to 1. Now Tucker will cut it right through the middle of Smolder. Slides up in front of him. 3 wide down the back straight away. 6 laps is in the books as Blake Majulis races down past the start-finish line. Kendall Tucker from 9th up to 2nd, and Spencer Smolders working the outside of the racetrack. So the pro driver's getting it done here in the Pro Late Model Series. And now here comes Smolders back to the inside. The white flag is out. Majulis is out by over 2 seconds. It's close to 2.2 seconds. As you see the intervals, it's really starting to get along. As Majulis will make his way down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Blake Majulis smashing the field here tonight. Kendall Tucker will grab 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Alex Smolders. Then you take a look at William Yeager in 4th, 5th. Chad Combs, Terrell Payne 6th. And you're looking at JD Baker, Brett Dysart, Isaac Kimmerer. Those are your top 9 drivers. And just to confirm that, we will bring up the results here for heat race number 2 on screen, just so you can get a look at the driver that you're cheering on for. See where they finished here in heat race number 2.
That's right. I think a couple of drivers didn't get to the start-finish line there at the end. A little bit of an incident there in turns 3 and 4 on the last lap.
All right, heat race number 3. Cars making their way out onto the racetrack right now behind the iRacing.com pace truck as Carl Kilgore in car number 27 will start on pole. To the outside of him in car number 22, that'll be Brooks Trammell out of position number 2. Barry Sorensen, the young gun, out of position number 3, and Daniel Passmore will line up out of position number 4. Travis Oldfield will start position 5. Kevin Williamson will line up out of position number 6. Wyatt Brown will roll off out of position 7, and Nate Mullenix to the outside of row 4 out of position number 8. Then you go back to Corey Wenzel in the Triple Eight machine, rolling out of position number 9, Jesse.
Yeah, we got a strong field here again for what's this heat race number 3 in the Ultimate Dirt TV broadcast of the World of Thunder iRacing series. We got the Pro Late Model drivers here, this fixed series. Carl Kilgore leading the field with Trammell to his outside. 27 and 22 on the front row here. Let's see if they can put on a good show for us.
All right, top 3 going to make it straight through to your A main event.
All right, Barry Sorensen and Passmore on the second row here. We'll see if they can make something happen on this start as Carl Kilgore gets on the loud pedal, leads him to the start-finish line. Trammell on the outside following him through. Sorensen looking for something on that low line. Trammell's on Trammell on the high line. Sorensen moving up to the high line now. Oldfield moving down under Passmore. Passmore is going to be able to pull it out with his momentum on that high line and hold on to that 4th spot. Passmore now looking to make a move on Sorensen, actually making a move there on who was that? Trammell getting up into the wall. Sorensen moving up into now 2nd spot as he moves up under Carl Kilgore. And what do you make of that start, Brett?
Wow, unbelievable there. Just to think, a couple of laps ago there on lap 1, Sorensen was in 3rd, then it was Trammell and Kilgore, who both got into the wall in turn number 1 and 2, and Sorensen just shot right through the middle. And now Passmore here on the outside of Kilgore, down into turn number 1 and 2. Couple of different lines happening here at the virtual dirt track. It's sharp, and the battle is on for 2nd and 3rd as Passmore thunders down into turn number 3 and 4 on the top side of the racetrack. Look at Wyatt Brown on the low side in car number 11. Now here comes Brooks Trammell up on the outside again. They'll nearly go 3 wide of turn 2. They do, and Trammell coming right through the middle, taking a page out of the book of Kendall Tucker. And here he comes, trying to slide to the middle of the racetrack. Passmore comes down, and he will take 2nd. Once again, Trammell back to 3rd, but the battle is on between Kilgore, Brown, and Trammell for 3rd, 4th, and 5th on screen.
That's right. Yeah, Passmore really holding strong in 2nd position there, but Trammell made a strong charge through the field after getting caught up on the outside wall and losing a lot of places. So Trammell really is redeeming himself here on this drive. He's making that low line work. He's making high line work. When there's people on the low line, he's really just cutting this field up, trying to get back up into position.
Now, white flag is out here in heat race number 3, and it is Barry Sorensen to lead here for the final turn off turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Barry Sorensen will get the win ahead of Daniel Passmore, who comes home in second. And third will be Brooks Trammell. Those 3 drivers, they will go through to your A main event. Let's take a look at the rest of the results here for heat race number 3. Wyatt Brown in 4th. Carl Kilgore, after starting on the front row, comes home in position number 5. Travis Oldfield will finish in 6th. 7th is going to go to Kevin Williamson. Corey Wenzel moves up to position number 8, and Nate Mullenix will get the 9th spot on the racetrack. 4 seconds separating here our top 9 drivers, and that was very close. We take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, heat race number 4.
All right, Dylan Fox starting out the field in the 999 machine with Justin Sick to his outside in the 017. Second row is going to be Ethan Shiflett in the 18 machine with Michael Spengler to his outside in the number 30 car. The 515 of Chris Cox and the 54 of Mitch Stiles on your third row there with the Mitch Stiles in the 54 machine. The 40 of Noah Groves and the 49 of Jeffrey Herrick on the fourth row with Connor Wilson on the end of the field there in the number 47 machine.
All right, heat race number 4 here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. We are closing in on finishing up the season, I believe. I'm not sure. I think we're only about a couple of more weeks after this one before we I think this is season 8 comes to an end.
Is this season 8 or season 9?
Season 9, I don't know. There's too many seasons. I've been with Steve since about season 2, I think it's been, so it's been a while. Hey, one thing else that we've got new here, if you take a look down the bottom right, you see the track position as well.
Yeah, I've seen this toy. I saw it when you revealed it. That is super neat. I'm really excited to be working with that now.
Alright, here we go. D1RT's Dylan Fox in that 999 machine. We'll see what he can do. We'll see if he can hold on. He should be able to hold on to a win here. But again, this is sim racing. Anything is possible. The green flag is out. 8 laps are on the board. And, well, Dylan Fox already going straight to the top side. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Ethan Shiflett up on the inside of Justin Sick. They'll race side by side. Down your back straight away for the first of 8 circuits around this big half a mile of a racetrack. The dirt track at Charlotte. As Justin Sick will move back to second. Ethan Shiflett now gets shuffled back to third. Now he's got pressure from the inside of Michael Spengler in car number 30.
Yeah, Spengler moving to the inside here. He was rolling that outside line. That's how he got pulled up next to Sick there. Or Shiflett there. But I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make that passing move on Shiflett there. Oh, maybe he is. As he pulls up into that third spot down the backstretch, is he going to be able to stick it? He's got his nose clear, and it looks like Shiflett's going to cross him over, and we're going to have some nice tandem battles going on here for third spot.
Yeah, good battle as Spengler and Shiflett. They will trade lines on the racetrack. You're down into turn number 3. Here goes Shiflett in the 12 machine. Meanwhile, you look behind him. Chris Cox, Mitch Stiles. They are throwing their own haymakers on each other right now for 5th and 6th. As again, Stiles slides up in front of Cox. He'll look to turn it underneath again. Noah race down the back straight away. 5 down. 3 laps left to run here in heat race number 4.
Yeah, a lot of weaving out there on Charlotte Motor Speedway tonight as these fixed Pro Late model drivers get around here trying to get up into those transfer spots for these heat races. No caution, so if they make mistakes, then they're just out. They're going to have to try again in the B mains that are coming up soon.
Spengler closing in on Justin Sick for second, but again, time starting to run out for the driver of the number 30 machine. That is Michael Spengler on screen. You're right in the middle of the screen, I should say, just to the left of him. Justin Sick in that 17S, but you take a look at up front, out by 1.6 seconds. Here in the final lap of heat race number 4, the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. Dylan Fox doing what Dylan Fox does. He obliterates the competition here in heat number 4. Second will go to Justin Sick. Third will be Michael Spengler. Those three drivers moving into the main event. Ethan Shiflett comes home fourth. Mitch Stiles round out your top 5. Chris Cox will come home in position number 6, I believe that was, as we bring up the results here. Yes, 6. Connor Wilson home in 7th. Noah Groves in 8th. Jeffrey Herrick to round out the top 9 there in heat race number 4. And I believe we're on to our 5th and final heat race of the night as we take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, and we'll see Robert Tucker starting on pole, heat race number 5. Jamie Reed will start position number 2. Brent New will start out of position number 3, and Matthew Logan will line up out of position number 4. Brett Rolls out of position number 5. Hayden Franklin out of position number 6. Alan Bergen out of position 7, and Dalton McKinney out of position number 8. And then you go back to Ronald Piles to round out yet another 9-car field.
That's right, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, World of Thunder iRacing League. We've got 9 cars on track for our final heat race, and we'll be going into our B mains soon. We've got 2 B mains coming up, and then we'll be on to our feature shortly after that.
Alright, cars now rolling off as the pace truck moves off from the front straightaway. Again, 8 laps on the board for the 5th and final heat race of the night. And we've got to confirm from race control whether we take the top 3 or the top 4 from the 2B mains, and whether we have a 21 or 23 car field here tonight in the main event. So we'll just have to confirm with Steve McMillan or BJ in regards to that one. But again, guys, if you're watching on Facebook, don't forget to hit the like and follow button. I think we're only about 25 of the 30 followers away from 12,000, and just the support over the past couple of months has been unbelievable. So from management, thank you, and from us, commentators, broadcasters, cameramen, Steve, myself, Jesse, Chris, everybody that has worked with us, we say thank you very, very much. We get set here for the final heat race of the night as we are watching Robert Tucker in the 12 machine and Jamie Reed up on the outside. The green flag is out. We are underway here in the 5th and final heat race of the night. The DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. Brett Rolls, the 17R, will move into position 3. And he'll hold on right now down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll slide up as Jamie Reed. Brett Rolls, I'll make contact there on turn number 4. And Brent New in the 44 car trying to figure out where to go as Reed and Rolls. They got together. Now here comes Logan up on the inside, the number 14 machine.
You know what? I was watching that start pretty closely, and Brett New had the inside line on the start. He actually started, I think, 3rd, and he moved up pretty quickly, and he got just stacked up here as we got a little bit of a contact coming out there in turns 1 and 2. But I think he's regretting his decision to take that high line off the start, because Rawls just took that open track and ran with it, and now he's having a hard time getting that real estate back. Well, Brett New is up in 3rd now, so I guess I should pay attention to the race a little bit closer. Yeah, Brett New up in 3rd. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Sorry, Brett. My timing and scoring is a little messed up. I think I see why you don't like this app too much.
Why do you think we changed? Robert Tucker and Jamie Reed battling it out for the race leaders. Jamie Reed right through the middle of the racetrack in the J5 machine. Starter position 2. He's ran down Robert Tucker. Look like he's got the MDM logo on that race car. So Steve will be cheering on Robert Tucker in an unbiased call at the moment. Down the back straightaway, Jamie Reed has it into turn number 3 and 4. We'll have 2 circuits remaining here in the 5th and final heat race of the night. Then Jamie Reed will lead down into 1 and 2.
Yeah, Tucker on that outside line. He got caught up on that wall, so he's going to scrub off some speed. So that's going to allow Reed to run off with it a little bit. I don't think that Tucker's going to be able to close that gap back up that he accrued from riding on that wall. So it looks like Reed's going to be able to run away with this heat race unless he makes a mistake.
Yeah, final lap here in heat race number 5, and there is Jamie Reed on screen. Tell you what, he's pulled a bit of a gap back to Robert Tucker, and that's how they'll finish. Jamie Reed wins heat race number 5. Robert Tucker will find himself in 2nd spot. Matthew Logan comes home in the 3rd and final transfer spot. We'll see those drivers in the main event later on. Brett Rolls home in position number 4. Then you go back to Hayden Franklin, who rounds out the top 5, and coming home in 6th tonight in heat race number 5 was Dalton McKinney and Alan Bergen, who finishes in 7th. Brent New falls back to position number 8, and Ronald Piles, who had contact on lap 2, I think it was, in turns 1. He will come home in position number 9. There's a look at heat race number 5 results. We're not too far away from tonight's, what is classified as a C main, but it will be B main number 1.
That's right. We've got 16 cars in this B main event, 10 laps, and we'll be taking the top 3 to the feature, it looks like, according to iRacing. I think, did you confirm that, Brett?
Yes, it'll be the top 3, as I've just been told that from Race Control, so thank you very much, BJ. Eric Tupper and Wyatt Brown on row 1. Row 2, Brett Rolls and Chad Combs. Row 3 will be Mitch Stiles and Russell Berry. Row 4 is Travis Oldfield and Dalton McKinney. Row 5 will be JD Baker and Connor Wilson. Row 6, Brad Dove and Corey Wenzel. Row 7, Brent New and Isaac Kimmerer, and Jeffrey Herrick and Steve Robbins to round out 16 cars here in B main number 1. Now up on the top left it says C main. It is just the first of 2 B mains, so the top 3 from this one. They will start 16, 18 and 20, and in B main number 2 they will start 17, 19 and 21.
That's right. 10 laps around here at the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway, the dirt track at Charlotte, and here on the iRacing Motorsports Simulator, we have Eric Tupper and Wyatt Brown leading the field around in turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go green. Brett Rowles and Chad Combs there in row 2, looking to make something happen as Tupper takes them to the green flag. Big jump on the field as Brett Rowles looks on the inside. Eric Tupper looks on the inside rather, and starts moving up the field there in the second spot as we've got a couple of cars turned around on the turns 2. Looks like no caution out, and we're going to keep racing.
That caution is going to come out right now. Corey Wenzel, unfortunately, we'll take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay and see why or what happened here to the True Speed Motorsports 888 machine as going to 3 and 4. Just got a little bit of a helping hand there by the 6 machine. The 6 tried to do the right thing, tried to back out of it, but unfortunately there was already that contact made. So again, that was taking a look who that might have been. Might have been Isaac Kimmerer and that 6 machine. It was just a little bit of a love tap from behind, and unfortunately for Wenzel, he goes around. Yellow does come out. As we're about to come back to live pictures here from the dirt track at Charlotte. You see Corey Wenzel at the back along with Isaac Kimmerer. So whether Isaac owned up to that one or whether Race Control had seen that. But looks like we are counting laps here in tonight's B main only. I don't think we're counting caution laps in the feature.
I believe that's the way we did it on the previous session, so I think that's correct. Caution laps do count now, but don't count in the feature.
Alright, B main number 1, it'll be 4 down and 6 to go. Is the field going to now go into a single file down into turn 3? There were double file on the back straight away, but Eric Tupper and Brett Rolls as Tupper gets on the gas, and as does everybody else. It's time to get after it here in B main number 1, and Rolls to the inside. He'll look to the middle of the racetrack as Mitch Stiles now into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Oh, look out, Oldfield there, and Mitch Stiles goes spinning to the infield, and we go yellow.
Yeah, unfortunate for Stiles there. Maybe he'll be able to get his spot back, but probably not, seeing as how he's the car that brought the caution out. But yeah, that was some tough racing there. Brown making out like a bandit there, taking the lower line into turn 3 and then just staying out of the trouble. He really got the best end of that deal.
And you see there the contact is Stiles was hard into the concrete wall in turns number 1 and 2, and then you take a look at 38 of Oldfield Travis Oldfield just sort of moving up the track a bit. And Styles is just a little slower there on the exit of turn number 2. And unfortunately, caution flag does come out here for the second time tonight in B main number 1. So we're more than likely going to have just a couple of laps left to run. A green-white checker to finish us up here. And it's not an extended green-white checker. It should just be the normal green-white checker.
Yeah, that's right. I feel a little bad for Oldfield there. It looked a little bit like he might have been blind spotted if he's not on triple displays. I don't think he could have seen that car on the outside wall the way he came out of that corner.
Alright, lights are out on the pace truck. We are set to go back to green flag action here for the final 2 laps in B main number 1 competition before we get into B main number 2. Reminder, only the top 3 will go through from this one straight into your A main, and everybody else will pack it up, and we'll see them if they've got an invite to the Super Late Model National Series. If they don't, we'll see them in the sprint cars, or, well, we'll see them next week. Green flag is out. Rolls and Wyatt Brown, man, they both nearly caught that inside U-tie. Now here comes Tupper. He's under fire from Brett Rolls into turn number 3 and 4. Tupper will cross back underneath. There's Rolls put the slider in turn number 3 and 4. The white flag is out. Rolls working the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. Tupper slides up, and here comes Rolls to the inside for the final time. B-main number 1, slide job from Rolls. Here comes Tupper to drag race. Oh man, I think Brett Rolls just gets him a .090. Just shy a tenth of a second, and Wyatt Brown will come home in 3rd position. Dalton McKinney there. Just the last car coming across the line, so we'll bring up the B main results here in just a second.
Brown with a great performance there to get that last transfer spot out too. I know that battle for first was very exciting, but so was the one for the transfer spot. I mean, great racing all around in that B main.
So Brett Rolls, Eric Tupper, and Wyatt Brown, the 3 drivers that are going through to the main event here in the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series presented by World of Thunder Racing League. Unfortunately for Chad Combs, Travis Oldfield, Russell Berry, Connor Wilson, New Baker, Herrick, Wenzel, Robbins, Styles, Kimmerer, Dove, and McKinney from 4th on back. They are sent packing. B main number 2, Jesse, we'll let you take a look here at our Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, starting off the field is going to be William Yeager in that number 48 machine with Ethan Shiflett to his outside in the 18 car. Andrew Hawkins in the 24 with Carl Kilgore to his outside in the 27 machine, make up row 2. Row 3 is going to be Hayden Franklin in the number 2 car with Terrell Payne in the 51 car to his outside. Chris Cox in the 7th position in his 515 car with Eddie Holden to his outside in the 510. Kevin Williamson in the 5 machine on the left side of row 4 with Alan Bergen in the 89 to his outside. Brett Dysart in the 13 in position 11 with Noah Groves in the 40 car for position 12. We got Jennifer Hunt in the 9 car for position 13 and Nate Mullenix in the 099 car for position 14, and rounding out the field in position 15 is Ronald Piles and Tyler Berry in the 68 in the 500.
All right, B main number 2, 10 laps on the board. Once again, it's the top 3 that are going to go through, and the green flag is out. A little bit of a messy start in the mid-back, but as to be expected, drivers at the back, they need to get to the front in just 10 short laps around the dirt track at Charlotte. And the time will tell on who is going to make it through. 1 in the books, and Yeager, Shiflett, and Hawkins is the top 3 down into turn number 1 and 2. Kilgore, who timed in fairly well tonight, unfortunately didn't get the result in the heat race that he would have wanted to. A little bit squirrely now down the back straight away as here goes Franklin in the 2 machine on the inside. He'll get tagged from behind, and we could see a yellow, but we stay green for the moment.
Yeah, he's off the track. I think we're going to stay green flag racing here at Charlotte, the virtual Charlotte dirt track. And William Yeager on the outside line. Shiflett looking to the inside, trying to take that first spot away from him. I don't think he's going to be able to do it on this lap, but we got a couple of cars around there in turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4, looks like we are about to have a caution get thrown here if they don't get rolling. Yeah, there's the caution flag.
All right, so caution flag number 1 is I think it's too far to go back on what happened, but yellow will come out here at the dirt track at Charlotte, B main competition, so we are going to lose 3 laps of green flag action here in B main number 2, and of course, pretty happy it's William Yeager right now, knowing that he's out in front, and well, because this yellow has come out, that's 3 less laps that he has to do to hold on to our top 3.
Yeah, I've got my eye on Andrew Hawkins here. He stepped out of our earlier race because of his internet issues under his own will and power, which was really nice of him. So I'm happy to see him up in the top running, and I hope that he can make the feature here because he's earned himself some good karma tonight, getting off the track and letting these guys have some clean racing. So he was running like 200 ping earlier, and he got offline and got it fixed up, and then now he's back and he's running good.
As you see on board here with the driver of Ethan Schiffler, just looking out at the back of that 224 machine of Andrew Hawkins, and it's been some time since we've seen him here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and I think for the last time that I saw him might have been on would have been a Thursday night, and if I'm not mistaken, it would have been the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Pro Late Model Series. So yeah, been a while since we've seen him on here, but glad to have him back and glad to have you all watching here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We are set for a 3-lap stint here at the end, Jesse.
That's right. The car's just getting sorted out here. Had a little bit of confusion on the gridding order, but I think we got it squared away as we come around getting ready to go green. They might extend this yellow a little bit. Looks like that might be what we're doing. A couple of drivers accidentally getting together there under yellow, so we're going to go around one more time before we get green, just so that we can make sure that everybody's in the right positions.
Alright, well, that'll take a lap off again, which will mean that we have a green-white checker for the second time here in over the 2 B mains. The first here in B main number 2, and again, that's not the extended version. It is an actual green-white checker, and now this one's going double file, but here we go. It is going to be William Yeager getting on the gas, and green flag is back out, and look at Hawkins getting a good run down into turn number 1 and 2. Chris Cox got into Kilgore and moved him out of the way, and that could cost them both the transfer spot. But right now, into turns 3, it goes William Yeager from Shiflett. Contact into turns 3 and 4, and we are yellow already again.
Yeah, it was quite a messy lap there. Watching from the bird's eye view, a lot of bumping and banging going on. As looks like we're going to have another green-white checker going here. These guys really trying to get up in those top 3 transfer spots because they know that this might be the last couple of laps they run tonight if they don't run any of our other series with us.
Yeah, just trying to get a look here at the Wicked Cushion instant replay, see if we can figure out exactly what happened. Oh wow, it started everywhere.
So that actually was from the earlier, who was that, Kilgore getting up in the wall and stacking everybody up, and then they tried going 4 wide out of the backstretch. Yeah, see.
Yeah, well, Kilgore didn't get up into the wall by himself. You just keep an eye on the 515K. He certainly moved up track and looked like even a bit of net code there. And that's what sent Kilgore up into the fence.
Yeah, we caught that on broadcast, but then, yeah, that stacked everybody up, and then it was just tandem pit maneuvers, spinning, big mess in turns 3 and 4.
Not a way that these drivers would have liked to finish up or an attempt at a green-white checker. We do have another green-white checker, but it is the extended green-white checker. The light's still on the pace truck, so we'll still go around 2 more times. And I tell you what, race control, they are going to be very, very busy here in trying to get that one sorted. But yeah, that was messy.
Yeah, it looks like outside of the transfer spot, starting position 4, we've got Chris Cox with Carl Kilgore behind and Kelvin Williamson. And then Jennifer Hauntz. Those are the top 4 drivers looking to get into the feature race tonight. They're the ones that really are sitting in those hot seats with a lot to prove, a lot to gain, nothing to lose.
All right, lights are out. We go back to a green-white checker. You can see the timing up on the top, just next to the laps to the right of that. That's how we've got less than 2 minutes. So if they can't get this one, it might be called on time. But let's hopefully that it doesn't come to that green flag back out. And again, the popsicle sticks have waved here in B main number 2. William Yeager, Ethan Shiflett on screen down into turn number 1, into 3 and 4. For the penultimate time, we'll get the white flag, and now we'll race it out to the start-finish line as Yeager finds himself now 2 turns away as he'll make his way down the back straight away. Ethan Shiflett and Andrew Hawkins, they look good for the top 3, and they look good as they head towards the main event. William Yeager will get the win. Ethan Shiflett home in second, and third is going to be Andrew Hawkins. Those 3 drivers, they will go to the main event. We'll bring up the results here in just a few moments' time. As quickly, we'll do that right now. For 4th is Carl Kilgore, Chris Cox 5th, Kevin Williamson, Ronald Piles, Jennifer Hunt in 8th, Tyler Berry, Nate Mullinex, Eddie Holden, Brett Dysart, Alan Bergen, Terrell Payne, Hayden Franklin, and Noah Groves. That is B-Main competition done here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back in just a few moments' time.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
On behalf of the World Thunder iRacing League, Daniel Passmore, BJ Duvall, and myself, Stephen McMillan, we want to thank the people working the front lines to serve our hospitals, our grocery stores, gas stations, first responders, and military personnel. Remember, it will take every one of us to get through this pandemic. Continue practicing social distancing, and together we'll get through this. God bless each and every one of you. And we hope you will tune in every Sunday night for the DirtFan.com iRacing series, live on Ultimate Dirt TV.
Alright, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series here tonight at the virtual dirt track at Charlotte. Here, presented by World of Thunder iRacing League. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Jesse Paint as we get set to take a look here at their Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And just a reminder, the first 3 rows of 6 positions will be moved around just a little bit. We can tell you row number 1, and this is juicy. This front row, Blake Majulis alongside Dylan Fox. Row 2, Jamie Reed and Tyler Batten. Row 3 is Gavin Collins and Barry Sorensen. From 7th on back is correct. Kendall Tucker will start position 7. Daniel Passmore out of position number 8. Position 9 is Justin Sick, and Robert Tucker lines up out of position 10. Bryson Banks will roll off position 11, and Spencer Smolders out of position number 12. Brooks Trammell out of position 13. Michael Spengler out of position number 14. Matthew Logan 15th. 16th is Brett Rolls. Then you go back to William Yeager in 17th. Eric Tupper in 18th. Ethan Shiflett in 19th. Wyatt Brown in 20th and 21st. The 21st and final starter will be Andrew Hawkins in the number 224 machine. Jesse, the field is set, but before we get there, we've got to go round 2 times behind the iRacing.com pace track, and then these first 5 laps, well, there is no better sight than what we'll see. A 4-wide salute here at the dirt track at Charlotte's. Alright, so the car's getting into their correct positions from those first 3 rows. If you're wondering how it lines up, well, the heat race winners plus second place in heat number 1, so the first 6 cars, they are inverted from the championship points. So Barry Sorensen out of those 6 cars is leading the championship points here we go. As the drivers make their way into the greatest sight in all of motorsports. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, it is the dirtfan.com Pro Late Model Series. These drivers are 4 wide as their salute to you, the race fans, for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV, as these drivers are about to put on a show. And I'll tell you what, that looks spectacular. 5 rows of 4 and 1 car at the back to give us a 21 car field. Alright, so it looks like they're going to break away from formation, probably out of turn number 4 this time by. And again, that means it'll be 2 to green. So once we see lap 5 of 45, that is when we will go green out of turn number 4. If you haven't done so already, guys, you can bang your hands together. Let us know in the comments who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. And we're more than happy to answer any questions you may have regarding what you're watching here on screen. There we go. The field does break away from formation. And we are now set for green flag off turn number 4 next time by. So the field is going to get stacked up into rows of 2 by 2. Once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. 40 laps on the board. We'll bring the timing and scoring up on the left-hand side of the screen. And we'll leave it at that at the moment. Actually, no, we'll go back to the gap. The DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. Your main event is underway and 40 laps is on the board. And Blake Majulis got an absolute cracker of a start off turn number 4. Fox on the outside of Jamie Reed. Look behind them, Tyler Butt and Gavin Collins, just like they did, I believe, in heat number 1. Those drivers going at it. They'll go 3 wide with Kendall Tucker up on the inside. 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. And look at Tucker just roll on the bottom side. Gavin Collins in the 713. Yeah, watch the... So Tyler Batten gets into the wall, and then he comes off it, and Collins just checked up, and unfortunately, Barry Sorensen had nowhere to go on that exchange. Just a bit of a ripple effect there as one car gets into the wall, and just slowed up just there. He just got off the gas, and Sorensen, not expecting Collins to get off the gas, he thought maybe Collins might have gone to the inside and tried to make the pass that way. So... So first yellow of the night here in tonight's A-Main competition. And again, laps not counting, were they? Or did I see them counting? One way to find out. Once we go past the start-finish line, if it goes over to 9, means they're counting, obviously. If it stays on 8, oh, there we go. So they are counting. So anytime that we do have a yellow flag coming out, it will take away 3 laps from the total distance as the pace truck has moved to the infield, and we are Delaware double file down into turn number 3. So the leader has the front row all to himself. Second will have an opportunity to pick the inside or outside, and everybody else will file in line as, Dylan Fox, he might have been napping there on that start because he was nowhere near close to the back of the 127 machine as what you'd see other drivers. But now Fox making a run down into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis goes low. Watching Fox on screen up top. Jamie Reed to the middle and Kendall Tucker up on the inside once again. How about your potential top 3 at this stage? Majulis, Fox, and now Tucker. And the yellow flag comes out. Oh, Smolder's got absolutely pummeled by the 22. Now, I believe that is Brooks Trammell. Jeez, what a way to go checkers or wreckers. I mean, that just wasn't even fair. It didn't even look like he lifted. Just very, very silly. Okay, so you think about it this way. Now, we're going to go slow-mo. Now, he blinks out there. He's already on the inside. You know he's not going to drive it to the top side. Yes, there he goes. He comes back in. There's plenty of time there to stop. You know when the guy blinks back onto the racetrack, he's going to be there, right? The late model races. That's all I'm saying. All right, green flag back out here, and we are on what is see lap 11 on screen. So in fact 5 laps in the books out of this 40-lap main event. And watching, look at Tyler Batten right through the middle there on Jamie Reed and Kendall Tucker 3 wide for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Reed now getting a good run on the top side. Kendall Tucker gets an even better run on the bottom side. Oh no, Batten tags the left 3/4 panel of Jamie Reed in the J5 and goes around. And we've had pretty good racing over the past couple of weeks, but again, we'll take a look here at the chopper cameras. Oh, now that looked like Jamie Reed might have moved down just a touch on the racetrack, and when you're 3 wide, you can't be afford to be doing that one. So, yeah, both drivers to blame for that one. Maybe Batten moved up, Ben Reed moved down, bit of a racing deal. Alright, so it looks like hopefully we were going to single file restarts. And in about 1 hour's time, the DirtFan.com Super Late Model National Series will be upon us. And yes, we are here all night here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. Yes, the timing of the screen does go back to the last recorded lap. So we are, what now, 7 laps in, and you'll see 12. And remember, the first 5 laps did not count, so 33 remain still here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Stacking up the upper line there, so yeah, looks like Tucker's going to be able to slide up into looks like 3rd position, almost 2nd, but he wasn't able to get clear of 2nd position of Dylan Fox. So Tyler Batten now down into 4th position. We'll see if he can get his position back from Kendall Tucker as he goes on that low line. He's not going to be able to get clear on the back stretch, but he's on that low line again. We'll see what he can get coming out towards the start-finish line.
And to apologise, I did actually have some of the sounds muted on that one as Barry Sorensen on the outside there of Tyler Batten. Well, for that 4 spot on the racetrack, with Batten going to drive it down low, down into turn number 3. He'll look to slide to the middle of the racetrack on the exit of turn 4, but Barry Sorensen has that spot, and now we've just got a couple laps. We're starting to get a bit of momentum here in the main event. Everybody still fighting for positions on the racetrack, and we're still looking at Blake Majulis, who holds over to a slim lead over Dylan Fox, and Dylan Fox has really caught up to the back of Blake Majulis in turns 1 and 2, but Majulis, you can see, he's got some rear end damage on that car, especially on the left side. Normally you see it, Jesse, on the right side.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like somebody gave him a little love tap earlier in the race, so he's going to have a little bit of aero damage to have to contend with here as we start running the distance here in this feature race. This is a long haul.
Top 5 as it sits: Blake Majulis, Dylan Fox, Kendall Tucker, Barry Sorensen, and Tyler Batten. Your top 5. Then you're back to Robert Tucker, Justin Sick, Bryson Banks. There's Robert Tucker into the wall. Not sure what he was trying to accomplish there. On screen, it's the 17S of Justin Sick, Bryson Banks. And then you go back to the 17R of Brett Rolls, Michael Spengler, and Ethan Schiffler battling it out for 10th and 11th. So drivers fighting inside the top 10 or just outside the top 10 to try and improve the results, try and gain as many points as they can. There's still a good battle right now between 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah, that's right. I think Tucker there was just looking for something else other than the high line, as all of these top 6 drivers moving to that high line as our another yellow flag coming out here at the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway.
All right, let's take a look here at the Wicked Cushion instant replay. Daniel Passmore was stuck into the wall, and Smolders. Jeez. What is it with you late model guys? Seriously.
That'll put a dent in the wall. Yeesh.
Wow, that car is absolutely toast.
Yeah, we'll get med care on him. We'll get him checked out. That was a pretty heavy contact.
Alright, so our main event is 17 laps in. 23 still remaining. Did that go back a lot just then? Just keep changing on me.
We still here? We good?
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out the laps again. gets all goofy, and then it just chops and changes like it's doing right now when it technically shouldn't, but the lights are out, and yeah, we'll take a look at the lap counter. It should fix itself up, so what should be 21 complete out of the 45, so 16 and 24 to go in tonight's main event.
We got lights out on the pace truck. They're done scraping Passmore off the entrance to turn 3 and 4, and we're green flag racing.
What can Dylan Fox do in second position? He holds off Kendall Tucker only for the moment. What can Tucker do? We've seen him come from his heat race. He started position 9 in his heat, and he ended up in a third spot in heat number 2, I think it was. Heat 2 or 3, so he was able to make some moves as here he goes. Big slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. Dylan Fox now has to force to be the crossover move in effect. Is now Fox going to go down low. He'll return the favour back into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Tucker. Fox just tags the wall a little bit. And here comes Barry Sorensen down to the inside.
Yeah, Fox making that crossover move. You really only get one chance to make that crossover move back before you have to fall in line. And he threw the move a little bit too hard, got up into the wall, and almost gave Sorensen a free spot there.
So right now they will go single file through turn number 3 and 4. The top 4 drivers all run on the outside on the cushion. Up on the top side, they're just inches and inches away from that concrete wall. And who is going to try and knock it down first? Well, they send it in. They put the right rear on the cushion. They just let it eat. And right now, yellow flag going to come back onto the racetrack.
Somebody else out there is trying to knock down the wall now.
Well, that was Robert Tucker. You go back a handful of laps ago, he just drove it as hard as he could down into turns 1 and 2, and pretty sure he would have had a lot of right rear damage on that car, but Bryson Banks was just to his outside. Brett Rolls comes through, and man, these late model drivers are brutal.
It's that same wall that Passmore hit. I mean, we're really trying to get that turn 3 wall down.
Well, that's the second MDM car there too as well, so we might have to make that corner MDM corner.
What's over there? What are they trying to get to?
I mean, is there $1 million over there that they're trying to get to, or what?
Yeah, they've got something stashed over there behind turn 3, I think.
We're going to have to send you down to pit road here in just a second and just find out what's so intriguing about turns 3 wall.
That's where the track exit on the outside is too, so they got some over there to get
now,
into.
I don't know if you know this, but did you know you can actually drive through there and actually get up on the outside of the fence there, on the concrete?
I'm a dirt late model driver. I've tried to drive off every single track.
Yep, if you take that right-hand turn into turn 3, and then you've got the 3 silver or 3 grey concrete barriers, and then you got the 2 yellow ones. If you drive through the yellow ones, they act as if they are invisible, and you can actually drive through it, and you can actually sit on the concrete on the outside of the fence.
You know what? That reminds me of a similar wall clip that I used to do way back in the Dirt to Daytona game on the GameCube. That's some nostalgia for you as we go green flag racing here as Blake Majulis leads us to the start-finish line.
We are closing in. We are less than 20 laps away from finding out who is going to victory lane. Wow, Fox, an absolute shocker of a turn 1 and 2. Sorensen, what can he do? But more importantly, top 6 cars right on the top side of the racetrack. So not a whole lot of passing, not a whole lot of contesting going on as we keep an eye here on the number 1 and 2 spots. And here he goes, Tucker, big slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. He'll tag the wall off turn number 4, and Blake Majulis not even phased by that big slider that just came through. But certainly now it's going to be in the back of his mind somewhere that Kendall Tucker is not afraid to throw the big dive bombs, and he'll do it again. And man, he is so far back when he starts that slider. Blake Majulis nearly turned the 0-0 with the crossover move through 1 and 2. We're looking at 15 to 1.
Yeah, I know exactly what Tucker's trying to do here. He's trying to back Majulis up into the field. I don't think he is trying to actually get the proper pass done. I think he's just trying to get up in Majulis's line and slow him up a bit so that he can get him stacked up and maybe make a proper move on him, as we're getting into lap traffic now too, with the 224 machine of Andrew Hawkins getting I guess messed up at the rear of the field and lost a little bit of time, so he's going to fall a lap behind.
Yeah, going a lap down is Andrew Hawkins here in the late stages of this main event, and well, with Tucker not being able to get anywhere near as close as what he was there about 3 or 4 laps ago when he was throwing those big Hail Marys. You thought that Brett Favre must have been in the cockpit of that race car just throwing some Hail Marys, but unfortunately not sticking and not getting the lead. As now, well, the gap is still just a little over half a second between Blake Majulis. As now that's going to shorten up significantly, because here comes Kendall Tucker. Majulis made the mistake in 3 and 4. He just rode up over the cushion and got into the wall, and well, I reckon that a big slide job is coming, but Blake Majulis, as cool as you like, he protects the line.
Yeah, that's right. Majulis taking that slider line too. That's how you defend from those moves, as you get down there as well, and you just don't give him the space. So Majulis, a master of the craft, he's going to be hanging on to that first spot here for a little while at least, as Tucker throws another slider trying to get up in front of him. We'll see how Majulis handles it this time.
Already you've seen it coming. You've seen Majulis starting to put the crossover move on Kendall Tucker just as he was already starting to slide up, and he's not going to be close enough. You just know that when Kendall Tucker gets within about 2 or 3 car lengths of that 127 machine, if it's clear enough to where he's going to throw the big Hail Mary to where he'll try and take the mustache off the 127, he's going to do it. We got 7 to run this time by.
That's right. Majulis showing that he's got a little bit of speed himself on Tucker. Tucker has been able to pull up to the back of Majulis here a couple of times, but we'll see if he can do it again before he has to take the checkered flag, as Majulis is looking like he's going to be able to pull this one out.
Yes, he is now just 6 circuits away from a main event victory here in the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. Kendall Tucker maybe just overdriving it just a little bit. Either that or Blake Majulis has just figured out what he's got to do. Handful of laps remaining. 5 fingers out for you from race control, and the flagman letting these drivers know just 5 circuits around the dirt track at Charlotte, and the main event is complete. And well, this Blake Majulis, he won't get into any more lap traffic unless something drastic happens between the lap cars. 4 to go.
Yeah, we've got 1 second between first and second and third, so these guys running comfortably up in their positions. The gap back to fourth is quite big, quite large. It's over 2 seconds, so a couple of lap cars up in the field too. So these guys really strung out on this last green flag run. How
about the drive back from Gavin Collins? Very impressive. Back up inside the top 10. One of the first cautions was when Barry Sorensen got into the back of him, had nowhere to go, and then unfortunately it turned Gavin Collins around. He went back to the back of the field, and now he's back up inside the top 10. Look at this battle, 3 wide. We've got 2 to run this time by out of turn number 4. Look how there's contact with, oh no, Collins gets into Hawkins, and just as, yellow comes out, Hawkins, he was just trying to stay out of harm's way.
Yeah, Hawkins there, I mean, when we saw the leaders go by him, he was pinned on that low line, and that's just the common courtesy for these drivers to stay off the fast line. So I mean, he was doing everything right. It's just the thick part of the field caught up to him, and he had nowhere to go. He just had to keep driving, and eventually everybody got stacked up, and a little bit of a mess occurred.
Well, that 1 second lead that Blake Majulis had, it is taken away. And you know, if Kendall Tucker has an opportunity again to throw those big deep dive slide jobs, the dive bombs, you know he's going to throw it in 3 and 4. So this restart is so critical. You see the 12 car of Robert Tucker bringing that car back to pit road, and you've got to wonder, Jesse, what is going to happen here over these next final couple of laps when we go back to green here in just a moment?
Well, my bet is that Kendall Tucker throws a slide job, Gavin Collins moves up another 4 positions, and we have another yellow flag. Those are my 3 predictions.
Say that again. I was kind of paying attention, but I was reading a comment.
So we got a slide job from Tucker, Collins moving up 4 positions and another yellow.
Okay, alright. Well, lights still on here on the pace truck. Pace truck's still on the racetrack, which means we are 2 to green. Right now, if Blake Majulis is rolling around, wonder what he's thinking inside the cockpit of that race car. Wonder if he's looking at where he's going to fire, or whether he stays on the top, whether he stays on the bottom. It's all a bit of mind games at the moment. I'm wondering what's going through the mind of Kendall Tucker.
I think Kendall Tucker is trying to get into the mind of Blake Majulis right now. He's been doing that for the past couple of laps towards the end of this feature race. He's really been wearing on Majulis mentally, trying to break down that fortitude. So we'll see if Majulis can hold strong, or if Tucker's going to be able to break his stride and get up in that first lap.
All right, here we go. Green white checker coming out here to wrap us up in the DirtFan.com Pro Late Model Series. And man, Tucker absolutely launching that 00 into attack mode in turn number 1 and 2. Majulis, how about that? How good was that? He predicted what Kendall Tucker was going to do. They both were in the same line. Tucker now, he'll go to the low side down into turn number 1 and 2. This is his opportunity. Will he get the drive? He gets the drive off turn 2. It's a drag race into turns 3 and 4. Tucker slides up. Majulis in the crossover. Who's going to get it out of turn number 4? Majulis just wins. He holds on to a victory. Tucker trying to turn down the racetrack and turn him. Kendall Tucker second and Dylan Fox in third. What a race to finish us up here in the Pro Late Models. Woo! Let's take a look at those results coming up on screen. Blake Majulis, Kendall Tucker, and Dylan Fox, your top 3. Barry Sorensen, Tyler Button-Home in 4th and 5th. 6th through to 10th, Michael Spengler, Bryson Banks, Justin Sick, Ethan Shiflett, and Jamie Reed. 11th on back, we'll go back to Brett Rolls, Brooks Trammell in 11th and 12th. Gavin Collins up into position number 13. 14th is Spencer Smolders. Eric Tupper, 15th. William Yeager in 16th. Robert Tucker, 17th. Andrew Hawkins, Wyatt Brown. Then you go back to Matthew Logan and Daniel Passmore, who needed to be dug out from the concrete in turn number 3. But we are just awaiting the arrival of some of our drivers. And, well, we have third place in the booth and ready to chat to us as Dylan Fox comes home third. Dylan, congratulations on this third place run. I know you would have liked to be 1 or 2 steps higher up on the podium, but third place will have to do for tonight, buddy.
Yeah, track was pretty typical Charlotte, so kind of wherever you started is around where you're going to finish. And, yeah, I'm fine with the third tonight, so not much to complain about.
Well, this, as you said, typical Charlotte, gets up on the wall. I'm not sure if you noticed there, but on that final lap, Kendall Tucker actually went to the bottom in 1 and 2 and actually pulled up alongside Blake Majulis there for the race lead. Did you sort of, at all, while you were racing around there, did you think of contemplating going to the bottom?
Yeah, once Kendall got by me, I was thinking about it just because I knew if I screwed up when Kendall was behind me, if I went to the bottom, he would have got around me on top. So once those 2 guys got ahead of me, I was thinking about it, but I was just kind of content where I was running. I didn't really see the track slowing down too much, but Kendall had to try something on that last lap, and going to the bottom worked for him.
Well, it's not about Kendall, it's about you, buddy. Third place here tonight in the Pro Late Models. We know you like a fixed setup in a Pro Late Model, but Dylan, congratulations on this third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, sponsor shouts, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I just got to thank you and Jesse for broadcasting this, and then Steve and BJ for adminning, and Tanner Folds for the rep.
I gotta ask you, no more D1RT?
No more teams for me.
No, just gonna ride solo, buddy.
Yep.
No, well, Dylan, congratulations, third place. Yeah, well done.
Thanks, guys.
There you go, Dylan Fox there in third place. Jesse, you want to chat to our second place driver of Kendall Tucker?
Hey, Kendall Tucker, congratulations on the second place finish. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, it was some great racing there with Blake Majulis there for the top 2 spots. What was going through your mind in those last 10 laps as you were trying to get up there and make some moves on Majulis?
Yeah, we just kind of got single file up there on the top. There was still a lot of moisture down there on the bottom in 1 and 2, but if you got the wall and stuff just right on the top, it was pretty fast. So we were throwing some sliders with him right there with about 10 to go, and then he pulled away from us, and luckily we got that late race restart right there, and we rolled the bottom right there on the white in 1 and 2, and I just slid up to the top right there off 4 and just hit those holes wrong, and he went right below me right there in the smooth stuff. So he got back by us, but we gave it our best shot.
Yeah, some nice clean fair racing from both of you guys there. It was a pleasure to watch, honestly. It looked like it was a lot of fun to run, no?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, we don't get in here and run these pro late models much anymore, so we saw what much else to do on this Sunday and just saw where they was running it, and we decided to come out here and have a little fun, just come up 1 spot short.
Well, on behalf of the iRacing World of Thunder League, I want to thank you for showing up tonight. You got some sponsors, some shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, just all my guys over at Swindell Speed Lab, congrats to Blake on the win, and just Emma Performance, K1 Race Gear, Bell Helmet, South Bay Partners, HMS Motorsport, and Racing Electronics, and thanks to Steven and everybody that puts the league on, and thanks to you and Brett for the broadcast.
All right, Kendall Tucker, your number 2 finisher, everybody. Thank you.
All right, going down to victory lane here outside in the 127 machine. He started on the front row. He started on pole position, and he will lead all the way to the checkered flag. Blake Majulis home in first spot. Blake, congratulations on this run. Boy, that was a hell of a drive and a hell of a challenge from Kendall Tucker that he certainly put up.
Oh, I know, especially with all the yellows. Once I'd get a little bit of a lead, they'd just be right back on me. I hit the wall a couple times. I was up on the wheel like crazy. I'm sweating. It's tough because the cushion builds up so high here. You have to almost get your right rear right on the wall, or else you won't be any good. And I was just hammering it for 40 laps there or whatever, and was fortunate enough to come out with the win there. It was pretty close, though.
Right, with about 5 to go, you had about a second lead. Just as you guys were sort of coming to about 2 to go, the yellow flag comes out. What were you thinking at that stage, knowing that you'd survived a couple of big Hail Marys from Kendall, and knowing that with the green-white checker coming out, that on that restart he was going to be right up on that back bumper?
I hate when that happens. Obviously, no one wants to see a yellow with a lead like that. It seems to happen often, but I didn't know what to do, if he was going to go to the bottom or not. We were talking in team speak, and he was saying he wanted to try it. I wanted to try it, and I just figured I'd stick to the top. And on that yellow, or on the pace laps there, the cushion ended up getting really, really rough, and I went in turn 1, and he ended up getting a run off of 2. So, I mean, it would have been interesting if there were 10 more laps left just to see how good the bottom was throughout that duration. But, it was tough. But with the momentum the top has, coming into turn 3 there, it wasn't rough through the middle, and was just able to get by him. So it was pretty lucky there that the track wasn't as rough.
Well, Blake, congratulations on the victory here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte here in the Pro Late Model Series for the DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. Blake, we'll let you get out of here and celebrate a 1-2 with the team, of course. But before we let you go, we know there's a whole list of people and some sponsors that need to be thanked, buddy.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you very much for your broadcast. It was great to have you guys on board doing this, so thank you. Swindell Speed Lab, my whole team, SimSeat, Zach, and everybody over there. Design 75, Jeremy Ray for rep. My girlfriend Tia for helping. Everyone that watched, and Matt Logan at ML Performance.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Majulis there, home in first place, and wraps up a podium. Blake Majulis, Kendall Tucker, and Dylan Fox. That'll wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the first of 3 broadcasts here that I am on for the DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. We'll have the Super Late Model National Series up next. And again, a big thanks to DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. Of course, big thanks to the sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, DirtFan.com, iRace Wraps, ISBC Broadcasting, and Critical Hit Paints. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of Jesse Paint and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say not goodbye, but we'll say we'll see you back shortly.